Hello everyone, it's me, James Fisher, and I've officially completed my first year of university. I'm currently an online student at Southern New Hampshire University, otherwise known as SNHU. I'm taking a Bachelor of Science in Accounting. SNHU is based in the United States. It has a physical campus in New Hampshire, and it started off as an accounting school, but it has branched out to a lot of other programs. The school offers both online and in-person classes, and for my degree, I'm taking a fully online program. I have my computer here, and I'll show you the school website. I'll have it linked down below in the description. The school website, under academic programs, they have on-campus and online classes, and they have associate degrees, bachelor degrees, master's degrees, certificate programs, and doctoral programs. I'm under the accounting and finance department, but there's also art and design, business and MBA, criminal justice, education, engineering, healthcare, liberal arts, math and science, nursing, psychology, and counseling, social sciences, technology. There are tons of different programs offered, but I'm taking the second option, which is the online Bachelor of Science in Accounting degree. Let me tell you a little bit more about my program. I have to take 120 credits. I've completed 30 credits out of the 120. In an entire year, there are 6 terms spread throughout 12 months. And each term is 8 weeks. Each class is 3 credits, and I take 2 classes every single term, which means I take a total of 6 credits every term. Each credit is $320 US. So every 2 months I have to pay $1,920 US for those 6 credits. And that does not include paying for the online access codes to books yet. That really depends on which classes that I'm taking, because certain classes don't require you to buy any online books, and other classes will require you to buy the access codes. Since SNHU is considered a private university in the United States, their prices for every single course has remained relatively constant throughout the years. I would say that my online bachelor's program is significantly much more affordable than if I were to be attending school on campus there, because then I would have to factor in additional costs such as the price of the dormitories, food, and just the general cost of living there. I'm very fortunate to be able to attend SNHU online from the comfort of my own home all the way here in Singapore. When I applied for SNHU, I had to use my high school transcripts, which included my secondary school O-level grades and my junior college A-level grades, and I didn't have to give them my SAT scores. Each student is assigned an academic advisor who helps you to submit your application for different courses in advance, so you know exactly which subjects you'll be taking for the next 4 to 5 terms, and you have a spot secured in those classes. I've created an account on the SNHU online bookstore, and every term I'll go in there and search my course code and figure out what books I have to buy. Now that I've given some background information, I'm going to do a recap of the past year, all of the subjects that I've taken as a Bachelor of Science in Accounting student at SNHU in their online program. Okay, I have 2 folders worth of papers and also online files. Let's do a rundown of my past 5 terms. Let's start from the very beginning, term 1. I enrolled in SNHU in June 2022, and I officially started my classes. My first term was from June to August, and the 2 classes that I took were SNHU 107, Success Strategies for Online Learning. That was my first class. And my second class for that term was IDS 100, Perspectives in Liberal Arts. I found these classes to be very interesting and straightforward. When I took IDS 100 and SNHU 107, I only had to purchase a book for SNHU 107. I used the Power Learning Online Success by McGraw-Hill for SNHU 107. Success Strategies for Online Learning was more of a reflective class where I learned about different study strategies that I could utilize to help me to succeed. In IDS 100, I learned how to cite in APA style using the Shapiro Library resources. For our final project, we were required to write an essay on our chosen research topic. There were 3 topics that we could choose from: voting rights, climate change, and justice. I chose voting rights, and I specified that it was going to be about voting rights in the United States. And I added a lot of different references. I utilized the Shapiro Library to find credible sources for my research on voting rights in the United States, and I was able to ultimately craft a well-written essay. I managed to achieve an A for both my courses SNHU 107 and IDS 100. After I completed my first term and got my first 6 credits, I then proceeded to have a 1-week break before starting my second term from August to October. In term 2, I took BUS 210, Managing and Leading in Business, and ENG 122, English Composition 1. I had to get a book for each of these courses. For English 122, I got the English 122, English Composition 1, Custom by MindEdge Inc. There were 4 articles available for us to choose from to analyze. The first one being Caring for Your Introvert by Jonathan Rauch. The second, Why the Beach is a Bummer by Roxanne Gay. The third, Talk to Me by James Valos. The fourth option being The High Price of Multitasking by Daniel T. Willingham. I chose the fourth option, The High Price of Multitasking. I had to heavily rely on my literature background because for the entirety of the 8 weeks, I had to analyze the structure, content, and language of the article that I chose. For Business 210, I got the Managing and Leading in Business by Sumo Learning textbook. In this course, I had to take leadership tests to determine my style of leadership. I did an emotional intelligence quiz as well to determine my level of emotional intelligence, since that plays into leadership and business. Again, for these courses, I got 2 A's. There was no break in between my second and third term, so my third term started from October to December. The 2 courses that I took were MKT 205, Applied Marketing Strategies, and HUM 100, Perspectives in the Humanities. For term 3, when I was taking Humanities 100 and Marketing 205, I only had to get 1 book, which was the Applied Marketing Strategies by Sumo Learning online textbook. I really enjoyed Applied Marketing Strategies because I found the marketing techniques very interesting, and there were lots of examples that I was able to learn from. I had no issues with this course, and I was able to excel and get my A. However, I did find perspectives in the humanities to be especially challenging. Ultimately, I was able to get an A in the subject, but I lost 12 points in various different essays that I submitted throughout the weeks. Perspectives in the humanities is what I consider to be a subject that really centers around different creative works and creative expressions that artists and authors and other creators in the humanities have created throughout the years. I struggled a lot with finding different cultural works every single week to write about and analyze in depth. With that, I conclude my first 3 terms and this folder. Next up, I have my first 2 terms of 2023. After completing my 3rd term, there was a 2-week holiday before I began my classes in January. My 4th term was from January to February. I took ENG 123, English Composition 2, and ECO 201, Microeconomics. For English 123, I got the English Composition 2 Custom by MindEdge online textbook. For Microeconomics, I got the Principles of Economics MindTap by Cengage Learning. Again, for both of these courses, I managed to get an A. English Composition 2 compounds on the course that I took in Term 2, which was English Composition 1. Now, the difference between these 2 courses is that for English Composition 1, I was not allowed to do any outside research and had to rely on my own analysis of the article. Whereas for English Composition 2, I had to choose a topic relating to my career and professional life and conduct research on that topic before writing my final essay. Essentially, English Composition 2 is a research-based essay writing course. As an accounting major, the topic that I chose to conduct research on was U.S. federal income tax. For ECO 201, Microeconomics, I really enjoyed this course. I did not take economics in junior college, so this was my first exposure to economics. Well, microeconomics at least. I just really love microeconomics. And I don't know why. The concepts, the math, everything about it is just so compelling to me. Overall, I had a great time learning about microeconomics. It might just be one of my favorite courses that I've taken so far. There was no break from Term 4 to Term 5, and I just completed my 5th term, which was from February to April of 2023. The 2 courses that I just finished are IT 100, Introduction to Information Technology, and MAT 240, Applied Statistics. The IT 100 resource was the Microsoft Office 365, A Skills Approach SimNet by McGraw-Hill. In this course, we learned about Microsoft Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. I think IT 100 teaches a lot of these fundamental skills. And for Math 240, it was the Applied Statistics by ZY Books. Lastly, for my Applied Statistics class, I learned about simple linear regressions, normal distributions, hypothesis tests, and confidence intervals. Confidence intervals was new to me. I wasn't exactly very familiar with how to explain confidence intervals, and that was why I lost a few marks there. But it doesn't matter since I did get my 8. At SNHU, the maximum grade point average, or GPA, is a 4. And I currently have a 4.0 GPA, so I have straight A's across all of the courses that I've taken so far. That's it for my university update and sharing. I hope you found this interesting and informative, and maybe I might make more academic related videos in the future. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Bye!